Hey, what's up everybody? In this video today, I am going to be discussing what could be next for social media. Where's it going? Where's email going? Where are both of those going? Let's talk about a little bit about this. I'm Jeff Pilkington and this is Launch TV Now. And welcome back. So first off, I want to go ahead and say that this is exciting times because we are now Launch TV. We have moved on from Launch Industries, which is still the overall, but this is Launch TV because we're on TV, we're on this new frame of TV, and we're doing fun things. So welcome to Launch TV. Hope you like the new intro. Let's get into it. Social media and email. What's happening to these? Let's focus mostly. I did another video on email, and I discussed where email is going and how I think that email's not going to be around forever in the way that it currently is. If you look at email, everything that email does right now is stuff that could be done using other platforms. People still chat through email, like they just chat. I chat through email. Everybody does, but you don't really need to chat through email anymore because people chat through texts. And group chat through texts. And you can get texts on your computer, and you can get texts on your phone. So chat is doing everything that email does. You don't need email to casually text. As far as files, we've got clouds for files. You can put files on the clouds within companies. All of your files can be stored on a mutual cloud. You don't need email for that. Why are we still doing it? We're doing it because we've had email the longest, and we think that it's the cool thing to do. But the problem is nobody's told anybody that we don't need it anymore. Anyway, so those two big reasons. There's certain legalization things. If people send something, it legalizes it. I know there's these government things with email and such. Well, do we really need that anymore? We don't really. I mean, can't you get legal things through faxing people? We still have fax machines, that does it. There's other ways to do that. We don't need email for that anymore. So if companies want to chat with each other, if they want to talk to each other within a marketing agency or a law firm, there's literally programs and apps that are being created now that you can go use that program. And there's programs like, I wrote a column on this, there's programs like Slack would be a good one. Google Hangouts, Twist, Discord, Flock, there's about 1 billion of them that you can use that do everything within a company that email does. So why do we still need email? Anyway, that's that. Let's get to the social media part. Social media, where is it going? So we have all these Facebook, we have Twitter, we have Instagram, we have Snapchat, we have Google, we have Apple, we have all these social media forms doing different things, and it's kind of a mess right now because everybody has opinions on things, and there's different debate, and it's causing all sorts of problems in politics and people fighting over things, and there just seems to be no control really over what's going on. And maybe that's okay because it's like the wild, wild west, and everybody gets to have their opinion and so on and so forth. I think that's good. I think that we all should always have freedom of speech, but I also don't think that it is where things ultimately are going with social media. I think that all of these big companies are eventually going to kind of coalesce themselves into something bigger, into a bigger, greater thing. And the reason I think that is I'm just looking at the filters and I'm looking at the patterns of what's happening in society. And if you really look closely at it, there seems to be some arrows pointing towards change happening with this. And what I look at is, I talked about this column this guy Clay Christensen wrote about how the next big thing always starts as a toy. The next big thing in technology always starts as a toy. When the phone was invented, way back when, the Western Union, it only went a couple miles, and they're like, we can't use this. It's like a little freaking toy to communicate. It's like 2 soup cans and a string. Well, technology evolves quicker than our interests do. And what happens is they get better faster. And as they get better, our needs in turn increase. That's a theory that people have thrown around. So they actually start getting better very, very fast. And what's happened in the social media respect is these platforms, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Google, all of them have continued to get better and better and better and better and better at communication. And guess what's happened? All of our big networks, CNN, NBC, Fox, all of them, those, and the paper, New York Times and Washington Post, all of those as well, because technology has gotten so quick, those have had to do their own things to kind of keep up within that. They've had to make their own changes. And this is going to keep escalating. It's going to keep going more and more and more and more. And that is going to coalesce into something. So it's going to be very interesting to see where that goes. And I think that we're in the beginnings of seeing where that goes. I don't really like to look at history, but when the post office was created, that was a big deal. When the United States Post Office was created, because it was a new way for everybody to communicate. That kind of took away having to, walk a package to someone or take the, send it, a telegram, or it created something new. And I think that we're on this path to creating something new in the next level within social media that I think is going to be very cool to see what happens. And one final thing about this, and it's very exciting where this is going, but one final thing that I'll leave you with about this is Steve Jobs said that you can't connect the dots going forward. So it's really hard to see right now. People are frustrated and where things are going, but Jobs was right. You can't connect the dots going forward. And I think that just has so much wisdom, because where things are going, it's going to be we have to look at where we are in the present moment and realize that is hard to see. But if we look at where things are currently, we can start to make predictions and see things that are accurately pointing in the right direction. So social media is going to be something very different not far down the line from now. And I think it's going to be exciting. I think it's going to be really cool. And I think everybody's going to really like it, because it's the next platform of communication. It's coming. Thank you guys. I hope you got some wisdom out of this video. We now have Launch TV. Thank you guys for checking it out. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up below. I hope I left you with some wisdom today. And if you like it, consider following me. You can just follow me on the red button down there as well. I'll put all my social media stuff below. This is Launch TV. I am Jeff Pilkington, and everybody have a wonderful day. Take care. Thanks. Bye.